Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for Peacemaker, Season 1, Episode 5, Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory, yes. Welcome, everybody. Before I get started, let me take care of some business first, then we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you don't want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you can hit that bell down below and YouTube won't notify you when I come on live. But if you do want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you can go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. That's my Facebook page, my I have Instagram up there, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. You know, all the stuff. I don't have TikTok because I'm fucking old. I'm not a teenager. So no problem, Raymond. Not a problem. So, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, run away. Go and see it, watch it, come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. I'm giving you enough time to hit the pause button and run away and do whatever you're going to do. And all right. So this was more of a, I guess, moving along the story episode. It was not a major revelation, or anything like that episode. So it wasn't it wasn't like life altering or anything like that. And by the way, this show right now is the most viewed show right now, I guess, on the planet, is what they're saying currently, because everyone's into it, I guess, is what's going on. So the so basically what Myrn has done, we know Myrn has a butterfly in his head. He sends the crew out to the food facility for these aliens, which is what Leota found on those cards. That is actually where they're manufacturing the food for these aliens. And it's some kind of lipid compound. No, lipids are fats, by the way, if you don't know what that is. And it's nothing that occurs naturally on Earth. So, of course, it's one of those things that isn't natural. And yes, it is the most viewed on the planet right now, is what I've been reading. I've read it in a couple different places today. So um Mark says, I haven't seen any episode. Is it with John Cena? Yes, it is with John Cena. Yes. No, it's not with John Cena. It's his double. It's his body double. Marks, come on. Yes, it is with John Cena. Yeah, well, I know you want to, but he might have other opinions. So, going back to it, they of course take that 2-hour ride out there, and it's everyone except for Myrn. Of course, Myrn is back in the office, and of course, what is going on? But kind of a little bit of maybe kind of a group bonding experience happening. Not really, but in the truck as they're going up there. Of course, Peacemaker is being the bully that he normally is. He keeps fucking with Economos, calling him Diebeard, and of course, he really, really hates that. But once they're in the truck, and Peacemaker is trying to put music on, he's always trying to blast metal and whatnot. Economos talks about Hanoi Rocks and 11th Street Kids. And as a matter of fact, he says, when I was 14 and I was, I saw them in Sweden when I was 14 on a abroad program, and he rolls up his sleeve and he's got 11th Street Kids tattooed on his inner, arm there. And so John Cena puts it in, and they, of course, get to the facility. And we find out that Peacemaker's helmet that he brought with him has X-ray vision. And so what is he doing? But he's using X-ray vision to see into these guys' heads who has the aliens, which is pretty much everybody. And he's shooting them in the head. They're trying to be a little bit more espionage-ish, but that's not going to happen with Peacemaker. And I did like the Rochambeau though to see if who Leota and Harcourt were going to be teamed up with, who was going to get Vigilante, because Vigilante is the low man on the totem pole on this, and of course Economos is back in the van. So everyone at one point ends up in a room with a gorilla named Charlie, who has a butterfly in his head, who is beating the fuck out of them. Now, before all of this, before they got out of the truck, Vigilante wanted to bring a chainsaw because he really, really, really wanted to kill somebody with a chainsaw. And of course, who ends up killing Charlie with the chainsaw but Economos? He comes in with the chainsaw and just gets the gorilla in the back and all the way to the front. It's a pretty gory scene, but uh, it's also funny in a way. Um, yeah, in the meantime, Mern is back, in town, and he's dealing with the cops who are trying to get Augie out of jail, the White Dragon, because they did do his fingerprints again and see that they don't match, and that the fingerprints actually match Chris, his son, Peacemaker. So, and then, of course, this is when we get introduced to Captain Locke. So, Captain Locke is someone Mern brings in and played by the great character actor. I mean, just awesome character actor, Christopher. And I always murder his last name, Christopher Heiderall. Heiderall. There we go. Uh, Great actor. I've loved him since Hell on Wheels. Yeah, Hell on Wheels. But yeah, so great actor. And he ends up, of course, taking over the police station and sidelining the two detectives that are trying to help Augie at this point and to keep Augie in jail. Mercenary says, poor Charlie the Gorilla. Yeah. So the group has bonded now, over the destruction of this factory. They come back. Um, Harcourt has set up a group chat with them called the 11th Street Crew, and had actually taken a picture from the back of the bus with everyone covered in ape blood at this point, gorilla blood. And everyone's feeling kind of nice. And Leota is bringing Chris back home. And as she's at his place, because they're drinking beers and they're talking and whatnot, she does what her mom wanted her to do, was leave this diary that they've fabricated in Chris's place. And I don't know what this diary contains. No one knows what this diary contains. We just know that that's what Amanda Waller wants, so that's what Amanda Waller is going to get. And so Leota leaves it, like, tucks underneath one of the tables, and feels really bad about it. I'm sure she's going to um take care of that later on and get rid of it. So she can't sleep. She goes back to the office where Mern is, and Peacemaker has left his helmet, his X-ray helmet there, and Leota tries it on and turns it on and sees that Mern has a fucking butterfly in his head. And when she runs, because of course he sees it too, um, she tries to shoot him, and he knocks the gun out of her hand, and they're outside. And that's where we cut off on this episode, where Mern is standing over Leota, and I don't think he's going to kill her. I'm pretty sure that Mern is actually working for Amanda Waller. That there are a faction of aliens that are working with Amanda Waller, is what I'm thinking is going on. Um, yeah. I mean, otherwise, why would he send them to the fucking factory where his food is being made? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. But so it wasn't the best episode out of this series. So I would say this is actually on the bottom of the episodes there. But the gorilla chainsaw, the gorilla was pretty good there, I have to admit. And also Peacemaker strapping a fucking grenade to a Russian artillery warhead and just tossing it at a bunch of people was pretty funny too. Yeah. So good stuff, lots of fun. And if you stay to the end of the credits, by the way, they always have the extended scene. So at one point, Peacemaker is, of course, bullying Economos like he normally does at the table in the office. And he goes, "You could have literally framed anybody else other than my father." And he starts going through a whole bunch of different, famous names, and then also, names of characters, like fictional characters, things like that. And that's what he's going on. So the end of the credits scene, you get an extended version of that where he just goes off on more, you know, names, and it's kind of funny. Yeah, if you get a chance to see it, it's pretty funny. Um, yeah, I'm enjoying the series. The series actually looks like it's pretty good. So, excuse me. Wow, that was a little something there. Mork says your Grogu looks like he has a kid in play afro. Does he? Oh yeah, because he's got the little mouse here behind him. Well, it's appropriate because he rolls like that. So, Mercenary says, I thought I recognized that actor. Who would you have put on that list? Who would I have put on that list of people to frame their where were you the last 5 years? There's a lot of politicians I put on that list. But anyway, but yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna go into politics on all that because I could go, but yeah, we're not going to. Um Good stuff, lots of fun. I'm glad we're moving the story a bit along too. Eagly still makes me laugh when he, tries to cheer up Peacemaker. And so what does he do? Brings him a dead animal to eat. And Eagly's kind of insisting, go ahead, eat, eat. And Peacemaker's like, no, man, that's good. Thanks, but you eat it. So, and of course, Vigilante just being fucking whack job. I mean, just a complete fucking whack job. Yes, this is not the Vigilante that I know from the comics. So I've divorced myself from that one. It's as far as I'm concerned, it's an alternate universe, different kind of Vigilante. So yeah, that's where we're at. Looking forward to next week. Find out what the hell happens with Myrn and Leota. Because of course the cat's out of the bag now at this point, and we know that Amanda Waller's kid is not going to die. So, yeah. And Harcourt, by the way, too, is also melting a little bit. She's not being the ice queen that she has been. So, pretty good stuff there. Yes, Marks, we get it. You don't like John Cena, then what are you doing here? I mean, that's what this whole series is based on, is a character played by John Cena. I get it. Yes. Thanks. So what else do I have going on next week? I love you too, man, but you need to I don't know. Sometimes just dial it down to just a little bit. Just on the ranting part, that's all I'm saying. What do I got next week? Or what do I got coming up, I should say. Tomorrow is going to be a Resident Alien. That's right, Resident Alien season 2, episode 1. I know it premiered last night, but it was just way too late for me to do it. And also I had Peacemaker today, so I figured Friday's open. Why not do Friday there? Saturday's gonna be Saturday morning blast off, where I take the genre news of the weekend and genre stuff you guys want to talk about when we talk about it. I don't know how much faster I can say that because I'm not an auctioneer, but I could try to be. Sunday and Monday, I'm going to be off. I think I have something on Sunday there on the schedule. I'm going to actually remove that. And then Tuesday is going to be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? Where I don't know what I'm doing as of yet. I will figure out something. Wednesday will be the Book of Boba Fett. The Book of Boba Fett Mandalorian. Yes, we'll be having that on Wednesday. And then we roll back around to Thursday with another episode of Peacemaker. So, yeah. He kind of looks like Mighty Joe Young. You talking about young Grogu over here? I tried giving him a different pose, and the only way you can do it really is by turning him on and letting him move around, and he does some weird shit. So I think I'm going to put a different object in his hand. There's 4 different objects you can use. One's a spoon, one's a bowl. Not a bowl, but a bowl, so that he can hold it and drink. And then I forgot what the 4th one was. There's something else up there. Oh, the one of the macaroon cookies, one of the little macaroon cookies. He's got one of those too. So I'll put something else in his hand later on, I think. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go for the evening. Thank you to everybody who joined me tonight in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. It's right over here. Yes. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you can hit that, well, not hit that bell, I should say, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Check the schedule. That's right, Marks. Check the schedule. Sometimes I'm late, but I will, if I'm going to be late, I actually post it in the community section of YouTube. You'll see when the episode is going to air. And I also have all the links to my social media on there and all the links to my pages as well. Yeah. Oh man. Marks. All right. With that said, I am going to I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for Resident Alien. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may be given a dead animal as a present by an eagle that really, really loves you and just wants to see you better and better off and having a better temperament and is caring for your well-being. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots and the booster shots. They work together, and the flu shot because it's a nasty one this year. And stay safe out there. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow night. Have a good rest of your night. Take care.